Hello everyone, I'm Griff, and this is my channel, and today we're going to be looking at the newly added Mana Spirals to Adventurers. These three adventurers just got their Mana Spirals last week. We're going to be looking over them. These three units are actually kind of more impressive than you might think. As you can see here, it's Luis, Lowen, and Melody. 3 wind. I'm a little confused why they're adding more wind so quickly. We need water, really, in my opinion, because we're about to get this new Agito boss, and water is kind of lacking as an element as a whole. So I think we need more water, but these three units, they're kind of crazy in what they can do. We're gonna look at that now. So the first one is Luis. She, for the longest time, really didn't see any play. She was a wind bow. As you know, the other wind bow, Hawk, also wasn't good until recently, until we got E70 MC. And Hawk is one of the best wind units in the game now. So that's unfortunate for her. But I think she and Lowen, as we're going to look, both have a very certain niche that is actually kind of important to some players. It's not going to be important to every player. They have niches. So we're going to look at them. Her first skill, Piercing Wind. As you can see right away, there was already some text added. And as you see from level 3 to level 4, they added about 170 SP damage to this skill. So that's already really good. But the shared SP skill also adds like 300 SP. So be wary of that. She deals 4 shots of 87 wind damage in a line and inflicts poison for 15 seconds. So pretty good poison enabler. 4 shots, that's over 1,000 damage on her skill 1, so that's awesome. But the next thing, I think this is so important for her, restores 5% of damage inflicted to the HP as user. This recovery caps at 5%. So she is going to have healing in her kit automatically. And this is super important in Auto Ciela. These two units, and Melody a little bit, but more so these two units, are going to be amazing in Auto Ciela. If you don't know, Ciela is the water Agito boss. And right now, a lot of that fight revolves around healing and making sure your units stay alive and making sure her strength is low. And one of the best units for that fight before the 70 MC was Lowen, because he had he could cause defense buffs, and defense buffs are super good because you can have those double buff prints. You just want to stay alive longer. You can take those waves without having to move your enemies or your allies per se behind the little like ice block she spawns. But she is super good in this fight because 1, she has healing in her kit. 2, she inflicts poison, as we said. That's already really good. 3, she has 2 attacking skills, and this second one we're going to go over in a second does more damage to poison enemies. And also, she automatically synergizes with Lowen. These two units have always been connected. This is their brother and sister, so obviously they're going to be connected. But they synergize together really well. So running them together is going to be awesome. Her second skill, Arrow Shower, deals 3 hits of 693 wind damage to enemies. Poison foes take 1,039 damage per hit instead, so that's amazing. That's like 3,000 damage. Damage will decrease as the user HP decreases down to 3 hits of 346 and 519 on poison foes at 1 HP. So the more HP she has, the better it's going to be. But again, she's going to have Lowen with her, and she's also going to have this healing on her skill 1. So if she's at full HP and you give her the Fire of Hate, which also goes on full HP, she's going to be doing insane damage. Her co-ability, skill haste, same as before. Again, same chain co-ability, poison equals water res. It's pretty good. Now, her abilities. Overdrive Punisher. This just went up by 2%. Not super great, but the majority of the fight you'll be in overdrive, and especially in these boss, and especially in Master Ciela, whenever that comes out, she's going to be really good because she's going to have Overdrive Punisher. Normal Bog Res, Opponent Bog Res, again, same as every other 70 MC. Good. If she gets Bog, that's good. And then Strength Double Buff. Again, only just 2%. It's not that great, but increases strength by 15% each time a defense buff is received, and this is going to be important with Lowen. So all in all, I think one of the biggest problems for her, though, is just simply the fact that Hawk exists. If you look at Hawk, we're going to look at the wind. Hawk's all the way up here. She's all the way down here. So it's nearly a 10k SP difference, but again, as I said, this is E Ciela material. and you want to auto that fight, she might be better. Because one of the main things about Hawk is that he can't do his damage unless he inflicts stun and poison, and Ciela can't be stunned. So he's already going to be lower than that DPS is saying. While he's still really good, she's alright, but it's really a niche unit. So I'd say for her, she's okay at best. She's not amazing, she's not broken, she's not even super good, but in certain situations, if you don't have Hawk 1, I would invest in her, and if you're trying to auto, I would invest in her, because both of those two things super come into play, especially with Lowen. So again, as I said, Lowen, my favorite unit in the game. He's a channel icon, I love him to death, and now I said in the previous video, I would make this video going over his skills, and now we're going to look at them. So, Wind Sealess again, basic recovery skill, removes buff, amazing. Winds Protect Us, increases the entire team's defense by 25% for 15 seconds, again, amazing, especially when you're slotting in Louise here, and she has this strength buff built into her kit. Gradually recovers their HP for 15 seconds and increases the Adventurer's max HP by 15%. So again, he is the best healer for Wind in the game. 100%, without a doubt. The only problem is most of the time you won't be running a healer in Wind content. But if you're autoing, he is 100%, you need him. You absolutely need him if you're autoing. Co-ability, recovery potency, same as every other staff. Wind critical rate double buff. If the team is attuned to water, increases their critical rate by 9% for 15 seconds each time a defense up buff is received. Again, his second skill does a defense buff. It's going to be amazing. Pure Soul. I love this change. This is so cute. Just went from skill effect to Pure Soul. Builds 100% skill gauges. Using Wind Sealess grants the user Dispel Strike effect. When this effect is active, the user's next Force Strike will dispel one enemy buff. This cannot stack and will be consumed on use. So, this is awesome. You're probably going to have Ronzal in your comps, and Ronzal is the 4-star wind unit you get. So, and his 70 MC inflicts, it makes so his first skill dispels. But if you don't want to invest in him, you just want to invest in Lowen, amazing. Because, again, Ciela gets these defense buffs, and those defense buffs can really be an issue because she can just stack them, and she can get up to like 45% defense up, which is insane. But if you have a dispel, it's really good. Potent Bog Res, again, it's not going to matter because he's a staff that much, but still good. And recovery potency, this actually went up by more than usual. It went up by nearly half, went up by 7%, it started at 8%, so that's really good because he's just going to be able to heal way more. And in practice, he's amazing. Of course, I 70 MC'd him, and in tomorrow's video, we're going to see my ECL runs, and I'm going to just go over what those are and how you do them. But he's really, really good. The next unit who got a 70 MC, I didn't think this unit would ever get a 70 MC, and it's so funny to me that she did, is Melody. Melody is the clumsy maid. That's like her whole thing. And they really brought this to the next level with one of these abilities that we're going to see down here. So let's look at May of Mayhem. This is the one I was talking about. Increases the entire team strength by 20% for 15 seconds. That's pretty good. This isn't element based, so you can mark it on anything if you want. I wouldn't recommend it because every element has their buffer, and we're actually going to look at the other wind buffer, and you're going to see something that I didn't think was going to happen. He's a 5-star, and she's nearly as good as him. Increases the entire team strength by 20% 15 seconds. Activates Maid Soul. The user's next Force Strike will deal one hit of 340 point damage. So you're thinking, that's probably not that impressive. The best part about this effect is that she falls over during this Force Strike like she's like a clumsy maid and she just fell over and spilled something. It is absolutely hilarious. I love it. It's adorable. She's great. Skill 2, it didn't even get that much of an update. Got a 6% update on each hit, so that's like terrible. But it inflicts poison now, so she has poison enabled in her kit, and this skill is also shareable. So, I mean, it's not the best, but poison enabling is good. And this skill went up by 15% and added that Force Strike effect. She has strength ability, pretty good. 10 hits equals water res, it's alright, it's not amazing. Full HP equals crit rate, this went up by 7%, so it's alright. She's probably going to be at full HP for a majority of the fight, so that's pretty good. Potent freeze res, that's pretty good. It's not amazing because Bog is better in my opinion. It just is. But I mean, she's gonna get it. She gets hit in ECLA. She's gonna get a little bit of strength buff, so it's pretty good. And then Freeze Res just completes it out, so it makes it to 100%. So all in all, she's okay. If we look back at the sim, she's only 1k under Tobias. Tobias is the big wind buffer. Not gonna look at this kid, but he's just really good. And Noelle is the other one. As you see, she's even better than Noelle now by a gigantic margin. So all in all, I think she's really good. She's super cute, and she's a 3-star, so most of you will have her. If you don't have her, that's really unfortunate, but I love her. So all in all, I think she's meh. Lowen is 100% a yes if you need him. If you don't need him, I wouldn't suggest it at all. And Melody is great if you don't have Tobias and you want a buffer. So that is my impression on these 70 MCs. I think they're great, and I love them, and I love all these units. So that's going to be all from me from today. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, ring the bell, and again, if you want to talk in the comments about this, give me your input. I'd love that. I'll see you all next time. Bye.